As the sun blazed high on Memorial Day weekend, known as Rolling Thunder, an injured Marine stood tall in the middle of a busy street. His uniform, adorned with medals and patches, glimmered under the unforgiving rays. His arm raised in a salute, a symbol of unyielding respect for his fallen comrades whose names were now immortalized on a nearby war memorial. For 15 minutes, his salute remained unwavering, a silent tribute that spoke volumes. But it didn't stop there. Minute after minute passed, then an hour, and then two. Sergeant Tim Chambers, known simply as the Saluting Marine, stood firm despite the searing pain from an old battlefield injury that throbbed relentlessly. His boots stayed planted, his gaze locked on the horizon, and his salute unbroken. This wasn't just an act of remembrance, it was a testament to his loyalty and unshakable spirit. Tim's silent act of reverence drew the attention of passers-by. Whispers filled the air. Some stopped to watch, their flags clutched tightly. Others kept their distance, afraid to disturb this extraordinary moment. But as the world watched, Tim's mind wasn't on the crowd. It was with a memory that fueled his resolve. Years earlier, Tim had lost someone irreplaceable, his twin brother, Mark. They had been inseparable since birth, two sides of the same coin, sharing dreams, laughter, and eventually the battlefield. Together, they had served their country, protecting each other in the most dangerous of missions. But fate had other plans. One fateful day during an ambush, Tim was struck by a sniper's bullet. Immobilized and vulnerable, he thought it was the end. That's when Mark, against all odds, rushed to save him. Shielding his brother from enemy fire, Mark dragged Tim to safety. But his heroism came at a price. A sniper's bullet found its mark. Mark collapsed, his lifeless body shielding Tim from further harm. That memory haunted Tim every day, and on this day, it gave him the strength to keep his arm raised in salute, honoring not only Mark but every soldier who had made the ultimate sacrifice. The crowd watched in awe, their emotions swelling with every passing moment. Tim's salute had now stretched into hours. His injured leg trembled, his throat parched, and the relentless sun bore down on him, yet he stood resolute. The pain was a small price to pay compared to the sacrifices of his comrades. Suddenly, a distant rumble interrupted the solemn scene. Heads turned as a group of bikers roared over the hill, their engines echoing like thunder. The crowd grew uneasy. Whispers spread like wildfire. Who are they? What are they doing here? They're just going to ruin this moment. The bikers, with their leather jackets and tattooed arms, carried the weight of society's judgment. Known for their rebellious image, they were seen as outlaws, troublemakers, and chaos bringers. Fear rippled through the crowd, but what happened next was beyond anyone's expectations. The bikers slowed to a halt, dismounted their motorcycles, and silently approached him. One by one, they formed a circle around him. And then, in a breathtaking moment of solidarity, they raised their arms in salute. The street fell silent. It was a gesture that transcended words, a band of brothers and sisters, standing together to honor the fallen. Among them were veterans themselves, bikers who understood the true cost of freedom. But their act of respect didn't stop there. One biker with tattooed arms and an imposing demeanor stepped forward. The crowd tensed. Was he about to disrupt this sacred moment? Slowly, he reached into his pocket. "What's he pulling out?" someone whispered. "Is it a weapon?" The tension was palpable, but then the man pulled out a bottle of water. With a gentle smile, he approached Tim. "Take a sip, brother. It's too hot out here," he said, unscrewing the cap and holding the bottle for Tim, so he wouldn't have to lower his salute. The Marine nodded in gratitude, taking a long sip that refreshed his spirit. Another biker stepped forward, this time with a pocket fan, waving it to cool Tim down. A third biker followed, holding an umbrella to shield him from the blistering sun. The crowd watched in awe, their prejudices melding away with each act of kindness. The bikers, once feared and misunderstood, had shown a side of themselves that society had long ignored. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of gold and purple, Tim finally lowered his arm. Exhausted but fulfilled, he turned to the bikers and clasped their hands, one by one. "Thank you," he said, his voice filled with emotion. "You've shown the world what true solidarity looks like." Before the bikers rode off into the distance, Tim addressed the crowd. "Today, I've witnessed something extraordinary. These bikers, who are so often judged by their appearance, have shown us the depth of their hearts. Let this be a lesson. Never judge a book by its cover. True character lies within." The crowd dispersed, each person carrying a newfound respect for both Tim and the bikers. For Tim, the memory of this day would remain etched in his heart forever. A day of honor, solidarity, and breaking barriers. What do you think of this incredible act of unity? Have you ever judged someone only to be proven wrong? Share your stories in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring tales. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.